is up, everybody? I'm gonna make a video about how to become a millionaire. Million isn't what it used to be with the Fed pumping trillions. Trillions a new billion and billions the new million, but first you have to get to that million. Unless you came from money, which I did not, you can probably find some value out of this video. To touch on hard work, that's only a small part of it. You have to be working at the right job so you're getting the most money per minute, basically. And that usually needs education, not just education, but the right education. Because remember, a lot of people don't understand why politicians are pumping education. That's because the biggest bank in the whole world is the US government, and they're backing all the student loans. So they want everyone to go to college, everyone to get whatever degree, no matter if it's, crocheting or what. But nothing against, you crocheters out there, but you want the computer engineering degree or engineering anything. That's a good place. You just don't want to be racking up a bunch of debt for a degree that still has you waiting tables. Begin with the end in mind. Don't take on a bunch of debt for a degree that can't pay it back. That's the worst thing you can do, and that's a huge problem in America right now. The education system is burdening all these kids with massive loads of debt because everyone's going for that same desk job that really doesn't pay for itself. Don't discount trade schools and stuff. There's so many guys that have, are doing HVAC, electrical work, that are making six figures and have hardly any debt at all. So really plan ahead and ask yourself, is a crocheting degree going to pay for itself? It won't. We need like scarves and all that stuff, but plan ahead, be realistic on how much you can make with that degree, so you're not just wasting your time and money, because debt is a killer to becoming a millionaire. So you've got your job, hopefully with benefits, specifically the 401k. It's a no-brainer. You have to do the 401k. Most employers are doing 50 cents on the dollar up to 6%. If you're lucky, you get 100% on every dollar. It's a no-brainer. Like, if someone asks you, if you give me $100, will you take 200 back? You would do it every time. It's just that simple. And also it's tax deferred, so the money you're contributing, around 30% roughly, depending on your tax bracket, would be going to taxes anyway. So the 401k is the best way to get to your $1 million. All right, you're enrolled in your 401k. What do you invest in? Well, you can let those guys manage it and charge you more in fees, but all they really do is put it in the S&P 500. You can do the same thing and save yourself a bunch on fees. The S&P 500 has all the good stuff in it, like stuff Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, Facebook, stuff you use every day. Historically, the S&P 500 returns around 7 to 8%. That's very hard to beat historically over time. Hedge funds, they'll beat it sometimes, have great years, and then they have bad years. But those bad years you never hear about. You never hear about guys bragging about their bad years. So keep it simple. ETFs, SPY is the ticker symbol for the SPY ETF, the S&P 500. QQQ is the ETF for the NASDAQ. DIA is the ticker symbol for the Dow Jones, if you want to invest in those three largest indexes in the United States. All right, you've got your job, you've got your 401k, you are on your way. What do you do next? Avoid baller culture. I will repeat this again. Avoid baller culture. You can't have money and look like you have money at the same time unless you're pushing the billionaire. Mike Tyson, Elton John, Rihanna, I could go on forever. Those are people that did not avoid baller culture, made millions of dollars, more than most of us ever will in our lifetime, and they blew it all, declared bankruptcy. Rihanna sued her advisor, her financial advisor, and was like, blaming him for her losing all of her money. And he said something that really hit home with me. He said, you can't have things and money. It's that simple. You cannot have things and money. Most people work 40 hours a week at a job they hate to impress people they don't even know at stoplights. I mean, come on, people. It doesn't make sense. Avoid baller culture. What are things involved in baller culture? New cars, for one. Avoid new cars. As soon as you sign that dotted line and drive off the lot, it takes a massive depreciation hit. Let someone else take that hit. Buy a car that's like 3 years old, under 30,000 miles. It's basically new. Someone else has lost thousands on it already, and then you take over and ride it till the wheels fall off. Once it's paid off, like, it's amazing how much money you can save. Another thing I do to avoid myself falling into baller culture is I have a spending app, and I track all of my expenses on there in different categories. You can find a lot of free ones on any app store, and it just kind of keeps you honest and focused on your long-term goals. You can even look back over the year and do a spreadsheet and really find where the slippage is and where you're spending money, and what you can work on to budget yourself a little bit better to hit your long-term goals. If this video provided value, smash that like button and subscribe. Comment below on any ideas or things you're interested on the financial aspects of life, and cheers to your journey.